did you want to tell us a little bit about what you're doing and what you're up to?
Yeah. Well, there's nothing much more to add because you gave such a nice introduction. So basically, right now I'm in Hong Kong. I'm a scientific officer of the Hong Kong Center for Neurodegenerative Diseases. Can never pronounce that word. Neurodegenerative diseases. Yeah, so we're specializing in Alzheimer's disease, trying to create scientific breakthroughs in both the diagnostic as well as the prognostic approaches to combating this condition.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, so what I do is something called SoulBlazing. So you took this the quiz, and
yes.
wanted to intertwine this into what you do because we both do, very similar stuff about really getting to your authentic soul and trying to live with purpose and passion. So, who was your dominant imposter?
My dominant imposter, according to your quiz, is the Joker.
Oh,
Which is
right.
incredibly accurate, actually. You hiding behind my humor, trying to make everybody laugh so I feel approved and loved. And when it comes to intimate relationships, I tend to push them away. And, very accurate, everything you said. And I've also asked a few of my friends to take the test, and they all said,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, the fixer. What do you have? The fixer, the overthinker, egotist, authentic soul. Obviously, yeah. I think they're all really amazingly accurate.
Okay. Did you find like you had another imposter?
I didn't really try to do it the second time, but all my friends somehow they wanted to do it twice, so they get two. And then I'm not sure whether it matters the state from which you're doing the test. Like if you're more relaxed and you're less anxious, maybe you get a different answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think also you are fundamentally one person, but I think like a lot of people are all seven of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you focus on one, you could really start to heal yourself because you could say, oh, this is the main way I do life. And I do life through this lens. And that's the purpose of it. So what is the primary negative consequence of that negative imposter?
Well, the word negative can be quite dualistic sometimes. So I see my imposter as some defense mechanisms I've used since a very young age. It's almost like I see it as an arrow, like you're shot by an arrow, and one day you decided to look into the mirror, look at yourself, and you realize there's an arrow there. And instead of trying to find, okay, who's the one who shot the arrow to me, it's more helpful to actually see, okay, why did I keep it there? So I think none of us really like to admit that we have all those insecurities and people pleasing and approval seeking kind of approach to life. But if we've been doing that for so long, obviously it works to an extent. So it's protected us. Somehow the ego built this persona because the ego thinks it can protect us from certain situations. So my approach, instead of thinking they're negative, I actually try to see them like Ram Dass said, like trees. If you go into a forest and you look at different trees, you don't judge them. Oh, this one's more bent, that one's more the shorter one, but you just embrace them and you try and get curious about them. So, but then for the Joker imposter that I am, the negative consequence would be, because I try to see the humor in everything, sometimes I might lose touch of reality, because I'm hiding behind the humor. So instead of seeing things as they are, I might try to find what is comfortable for me, always going for the fun in everything. If I go to a funeral, for example, there's nothing humorous about it, right? So the negative consequence would be I might lose touch with reality.